Hi everyone, how are you doing? We are Punya Study Circle, and in our today's lecture we will be discussing about features of accounting information besides advantages and disadvantages of accounting information. Students, whenever we are talking about features of accounting information, that means we are talking about those qualities that must be existent in accounting information, which are making accounting information usable and relevant for the users of accounting information. According to us, accounting information must bear 5 features in itself: reliability, relevancy, understandability, comparability, and faithful presentation. When we are talking about reliability, it means accounting information must be factual and verifiable. Whatever transactions we are recording in the books of account, they must be based on the source document or vouchers. If we have lost the concerned source document and voucher, we may approach to the party with whom we have had transaction and can ask for the replica of such documents. After that, we can record the transactions so that subsequently the auditor staffs can verify these transactions. Then they will become relevant, factual, and verifiable. Then we are having relevance. Accounting information will be considered as relevant when it is according to the objectives of the users of accounting information. It means unnecessary and unrequired information should not be provided in the accounting reports. We should provide only that kind of information in that manner which is helpful to the different users in their decision making. Understandability refers to the presentation of accounting information in that form which can be easily understood by all the users of accounting information, whether they are accountingly literate or illiterate. They can understand it easily. It must have information about liquidity, profitability, solvency of the firm, its operating efficiency, etc. Comparability. Comparability refers to the presentation of previous year figures along with the figures of current year. This feature has become more relevant after enactment of Companies Act 2013. Now, whatever financial statement formats we are having, they are having 2 columns of account: amount of current year and then amount of previous year, so that we can identify the direction and quantum of change in the particular item, which is quite helpful in making decision to the various related parties. Finally, it must have faithful presentation. That means profitability and financial position that is being shown by the final account must be true and fair. Besides that, we should also present cash flow statement. You know what? Over the period of time, it has been seen that accounting concerns which are although profitable and having sound financial positions becomes very soon subjected to the bankruptcy just because of their liquidity strength. So we must provide cash flow statement. It has been made compulsory besides accounting notes for the company form of business organization included in their financial statement itself. Then we are talking about the advantages of accounting information, how it is helpful to the different users of accounting information. Very first, it helps to the management. Management is a group of those persons who are having authority to make different decisions related to their specialization or different natures of decision in a business entity. Every day they are faced with large number of alternatives among which they have to choose the best, whether they are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, or controlling. Performing each of the functions regularly, they need to have historical record which provide them valid data that facilitate making decisions. So it helps management in decision making, whether they are controlling or planning. Provide complete and systematic report which help us in ascertaining profitability, liquidity, financial position of the concern. Besides that, we can cite them to the legal authority and tax authority while they are making assessment of our tax liability and compliance to the various laws that are applicable to our business concern. That will be cited by us as an evidence of the transparency that is being prevalent in our business entity while effecting our business operations. Inform about the profitability and financial position. Certainly, we are having a trading account, we are having profit and loss account and balance sheet. They are evidence of the profitability and financial position of our business concerns. Comparative study. Nowadays, we have to conduct temporal study and intersectoral study so that the decision maker can check the performance of our concerns for the period of time and compare it with other entities that are offering same kind of product or services. That means we are comparing our performance with those entities which are in the similar kind of business, or even we can present a comparative study with the industrial average as a whole. It will definitely help to the investors in identifying and comparing our performance with those of the others. Evidence in legal matters. When we are faced with any suit filed against us, we can present these complete and systematic records quoted by authentic documents before the court of law, and they will have to accept it because they are subsequently authenticated by the auditors as well. Facilitate raising funds and share sale of business. Whenever we are faced with the requirement of fund, be it owner's capital or debt capital, we have to show our financial statement, our profitability. That means we are proposing to expand or diversify business. We are having a project. So investors will decide the profitability of our concern at the present time and what prospects we are having respect related to the proposed projects. So credit rating agency certificate will also help us in raising such kind of fund and convincing our suppliers, or you can call them our fund providers or fund suppliers. Then here we are when we want to sell the business entity. Yes, we need to determine the quantum of goodwill that we deserve. It is determined on the basis of profitability and the market share or the satisfaction of customer that we are having with. Prevent and detect errors and fraud. When we are not having a scientific system of accounting for recording our business transactions, our accountant will be free to commit errors and make frauds. But when we are having a scientific system of accounting, they will always feel ethically daunted while making any mistake or thinking, or they are contemplating any kind of conspiracy or fraud against the concerns, because they know that it will be cross-checked by our staff itself or the staff of the auditor. It will come to the notice of employer and they will have to lose their hands with their respective jobs. So accounting records which are maintained completely and systematically will prevent and detect error and fraud. Here we are having some of the major limitations. Accounting records are influenced by personal judgment. Though we have started to consider them as scientific, but they are not completely scientific. Still, we are having some scope for the accountant where they can apply their personal discretion, like when they are determining amount or methods of charging depreciation. They are having two alternate, straight line method and diminishing balance method. They can choose either of them. If they keep changing year after year, it will also reduce the uniformity of the financial statement besides comparability. If they are determining the value of closing stock, still they have option there. They can apply their own rationale while determining the estimated useful life of fixed assets. So there is lots of scope for the personal judgment to the accountant, which reduce comparability and uniformity of financial statements based on accounting concept and convention. Hitherto we have preparing our accounting reports on the basis of general accounting, accepted accounting principles. You know what, these principles are having their own shortcomings. Like we prepare balance sheet according to the principle of going concerns. We state that fixed assets must be shown on their historical cost because they are not subjected to resale. But historical cost may be a significant difference from their market value. So whatever kind of financial position is being revealed by the balance sheet is not really true financial position of the business concerns on the specific date. So the true about profit and loss account revealing profitability of the concerns, which is prepared following the convention of conservatism, we state that we can anticipate for mightly losses, but we cannot even consider the most expected profit that we are going to earn until and unless they are earned by us. So that does not allow financial statement to reveal true financial position and profitability of the concern. Incomplete information. Some of the accountants think that the true profitability of the business concerns can only be ascertained when we are selling it all together, and during the tenure or lifespan of the business concern it cannot be determined. So if you want to determine profitability and financial position, you need to sell it off. Omissions of qualitative information. According to me, this is going to be the most significant sufferings of accounting information. We can show only that information which is monetarily expressible or of financial character. There are some information which are quite significant for decision making, like who are the managers or our CEOs. That means quality of our management. The degree of industrial peace that is prevalent in our entity. That means management and workers relationship, or owners and employees relationship. The satisfaction enjoyed by our customer. The quality of research and development facility that we are having. Our approach towards development of new product, towards development of new services. That is quite critical for decision making, but we cannot show this qualitative information through our accounting reports. based on historical cost. You know, business transactions are recorded on the basis of source document as and when they are incurred, but final accounts are prepared at the end of financial year, which is quite distant or which may be quite distant. So specifically in those economies which are subjected to high degree of inflation, accounting records become quite irrelevant while we are forecasting and planning for next year on the basis of them, because they are not adjusted to the price levels affected by window dressing. To understand the meaning of window dressing easily, that means manipulation of the information that is being shown by the final account. We can overstate our financial position by overstating the value of closing stock or charging the less rate of depreciation on our fixed assets. We can also increase or inflate our profitability by not showing the purchase of amount or those expenditure which were incurred in the last month of the concerned financial year. Rather, we can show them in the next year. That will inflate our profitability too. Finally, unsuitable for forecasting. You know, whatever kind of product were in demand, whatever kind of policies we had about our employees and our customer, whatever degree of competition we face, that is quite subjected to the dynamism of market. That means market keeps changing, so the historical data become irrelevant when we are planning. We have to use the business environment analysis along with the study of our historical record if we want to make right anticipations, right prediction about the shape of future market. Thank you very much. I am sure that you have enjoyed this lecture. If you like the content served by us, you must subscribe this channel, share us, comment us, like us, and don't forget to join us in our next lecture, in which we are going to discuss about important concept of accounting that will facilitate enrichment or understanding of ours in the syllabus that we are going to study subsequently. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good time, good day, stay safe, stay home.